This is Nebraska Farmcast, a production of the Center for Agricultural Profitability at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. I'm Ryan Evans. According to University of Nebraska-Lincoln Associate Professor Cory Walters, crop insurance represents a critically important producer risk management program. And now here at the beginning of March, as we sit, we know projected prices for December futures contract on corn and soybeans. And to talk with me more now about how 2022 crop year yield and price risk decision environments can impact producers this year, I am joined by Dr. Walters. Hi, Cory.
Hi, Ryan.
So you have a new article on our website for the Center for Ag Profitability, cap.unl.edu, where you walk through a lot of this. And to start off, why is this time of year so important for crop producers as they look at risk management in the upcoming production season?
Yeah, so the federal crop insurance program works with futures prices, and that futures price essentially gets embedded into federal crop insurance, and that happens over the month of February for, let's say, the December futures contract for corn. That price then is critically important because it fits into the amount of liability that gets transferred off the farmers over to the insurance companies, and also says something about what type of protection you can get for this upcoming year.
So sitting here on March 1st, what do we know now about corn's projected price?
Yeah, so the 2022 corn projected price is projected to be $5.90 a bushel, a high value compared to recent years.
And how about soybeans?
Yeah, the soybean side it came in at $14.33. Also in a dramatically different environment than we've recently seen.
And you talk about price floors. So can you tell us more?
Yeah, so while the prices are nice to see, there's a lot more going on in there. And so what I did in the article is I essentially backed out the price at which a producer could get paid or start to receive payments on price alone this fall. And what this implies, I'm leaving the yields at their average yield, or your APH yield. So if we're going in on corn at $5.90 a bushel, and you have, let's say, a 75% coverage level, that gives you a price floor of $4.43. And with that, we can also see the probability of fall prices being at or below $4.43 a bushel. And that is right now sitting around 11% chance. That's pretty low, but it's rare events that are oftentimes financially devastating. And so that's essentially, 1 in 10. So clearly the odds are that the fall price will be higher than that, but we want to stay away from financially devastating events. And so that's what that gives you. And that floor, we need to keep in mind where that's at and what that means as we walk through the season here. And the idea of that is that this is in the decision-making side of crop insurance is a beautiful tool that allows you to look forward in time, to have a forward-looking view of the world where you don't know what fall yields will be. We do not know what fall prices will be, but with insurance, with these floors, we can take off any events that would cause prices to end up below, let's say, $4.43. So those are no longer on our books. We've moved them over to the insurance company, and that can provide us a lot of value. But we need to make sure that we're strategic in how we evaluate, what we're doing in insurance, and what that does to our cost production, because clearly it's going to raise it by the premium. But if bad events occur, you can get a substantial amount of coverage, and depending on where you're at in your financial position, this can have worse or really bad outcomes. So the floors are very useful. I talk in depth on those in the article. We go through the same thing on soybeans as well.
Yeah, and we encourage listeners to check out your new article at cap.unl.edu, where you walk through a number of these scenarios, and also a good time now to remind listeners that March 15th is the deadline to decide on a crop insurance contract for this year. And Cory, just one last question here for you. How does the current price environment increase price risk for producers?
Yeah, so we want to become more familiar with how insurance works with the current pricing environment and what it does and does not give you. So today, December 2022 corn is sitting around $6.25 a bushel, and we know now our projected price is at $5.90. So there's that 35-cent difference there. So if we go back to the price floor of, let's say, at a 75% coverage level, you have a 25% deductible there. Today, using today's price, you now need to today's price is $6.25. Your new coverage level now is 70.8%, meaning that it's increased from 75, or the gap has gotten wider, meaning you have more risk than on your books, because prices have to fall further than now to get down below 443. So as prices rise, insurance becomes, there's more risk for the farmer, and hedging can help, new crop hedging can help reduce this, of course, also in small amounts.
Perfect. Well, that's Dr. Cory Walters, Associate Professor and Grain Marketing Specialist in the Department of Agricultural Economics here at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Again, I would encourage you to check out his new article on what we've been talking about here in this episode on our Center for Ag Profitability's website at cap.unl.edu. Cory, thanks so much for your time and the great info.
Thank you, Ryan.
Nebraska Farmcast is a production of the Center for Agricultural Profitability at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. For the latest research-based information and education resources to manage your farm or ranch operation, visit our website at cap.unl.edu. That's cap.unl.edu.